Hello everybody, welcome. Oh, that's all cold now, gross. I'm gonna do a quick video now showing you how I use my presets to edit my photos that I sell on my website, that I post on Instagram, and how they work and the different photos that they work best on. My name's Isaac, I'm a filmmaker, photographer from Melbourne. I have been a professional full-time filmmaker and photographer for 10 years. I've created these presets over those 10 years of my career, and I want to share my secrets with you. Before we get started, I've tried many presets from many different photographers. I've tried those Etsy ones where it's $99 for 1,000 and you end up only using maybe one, and that one's not even that good. But I have created 8 presets that will work 100% of the time. Without more yappa, let's jump in. So first of all, to import these presets, you want to go over to presets and import presets, and then your presets will appear down here. So let's start with this photo and my 2 beach presets. These presets I use on the regular with corporate jobs as well. So beach one, you know, right off the bat there, contrasty, you know, nice muted tones, keeps your water nice and blue, whilst keeping it natural. It's not too much. One of my favorite presets. Moving on to beach 2 now. Might have to adjust the exposure. And the best part about these presets is you rarely have to adjust them. Occasionally you might have to adjust your highlights, your shadows, but you never really have to do a whole lot for them to work really nicely. Moving on to this photo, and because there's no rules in life, you can put a beach preset on a drone photo, and I'm going to show you that right now. Beach 1 here, you know, contrasty, look at the water, it's, you know, a lot of clarity. You've still got your skin tones here. Take the exposure down on that one there. That's beach 1. Beach 2, same thing, bit warmer, you know, there's a bit more color in it. Your skin tones are still not too orange. Beach 2 has a bit more vibrance in it than beach 1. Beach 1's a bit more muted, beach 2 is a bit more vibrant. Now moving on to the drone presets. This photo here, I took in Bali last year. Let's go over to drone 1. And drone 1 is the same as beach 1 and beach 2. Drone 1's a bit muted, whilst keeping the color of the water there. I might adjust the exposure there, take the highlights down a bit because of the whitewash here. Moving on to drone 2 now here. Similar to beach 2, it's a bit warmer, a bit more vibrant, but you know, whilst keeping it natural, it's not too overdone. Another drone example here. This photo is here in Melbourne. And I'm going to throw my drone 1 preset on it first. Maybe raise the exposure a bit on it. And you know, very contrasty. If you have a look here, it really highlights the blues in the water, which is my favorite part of it. And something that I couldn't find in a lot of the other drone presets that I have tried over the years. And drone 2 here, again, same as beach 2, slightly more vibrant, whilst also highlighting the blues in there. Contrasty, gorgeous, love it. And I think for this photo, before I printed it last time, I jumped over here and raised that a bit just to raise the levels in the water towards the right side of the photo. Now moving over to some of my favorites, the Kodak presets. So we'll go Kodak 1 here, and straight away it looks like it was taken on a film camera. So straight out of the preset, it is quite noisy. So we'll take the noise down, take the grain down to like maybe 30, you know, that's quite nice. And then the shadows are also quite high, so we could probably just take the shadows down a little bit as well. Maybe raise the exposure a bit. I think that looks quite nice. It looks like it was taken on film. And that's how I designed it, to make it look like it was actually taken on film. A lot of film presets don't look like they were taken on film, in my opinion. But now moving on to Kodak 2. This one's a more subtle film preset. I also use this on corporate jobs sometimes because it's so subtle. It looks like it was taken on film, yet it's not too overpowering in that way. Now one more quick example of the Kodak here. We'll go Kodak 1. Again, looks like it was taken on a nice disposable camera, right? That's that one. And then we'll go Kodak 2. Same thing, you could probably warm it up a bit. Look at that. And you know, it really has those natural film colors in it, without being too overpowering. Moving on to my 2 sunset presets. So here we have this raw photo. It's not quite taken at sunset, but close enough. So we'll move on to sunset 1. Straight away, super contrasty. It really messes with your blues, your magentas. I'm not going to go into detail of how I've messed with the color science of it all. You can, when you get the presets, you can look at that yourself, and you can mess with that yourself. But you know, I might adjust the exposure here a bit, raise it, maybe adjust the horizon a bit. There we go. Moving on to sunset 2. So sunset 2 here, very magenta. I might warm this up a bit just to make it, you know, just to really highlight that sunset look. These are 2 of my favorites. You wouldn't really want to use these on any photo that's not with, you know, with that's not taken during either golden hour, because it's designed to really push the colors of a sunset through the photo, if that makes sense. Moving on to this one, sunset 1, same thing, you know, contrasty, keeps all your natural colors in there quite nicely, and sunset 2 does the same. But that includes this quick little example of some of my presets on some of my photography. I will be doing another few videos explaining in detail a bit more about how I edit my photos and the details that I go into to get them ready for printing, and also explaining how I print my photos, how I make money printing my photos, and yeah, that's everything. But please let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help. See you in the next one.